What's up YouTube, Kyle here to bring you guys another video. So I did want to, I had this idea coming in just because school is nearby and I do love my fragrances, so I just decided, what if I went back to school, basically, again, and what would I wear to school knowing that what I have, like in terms of like knowledge wise, with like fragrance, what I would wear. So out of what I have in my collection, I just picked out these 10 and these are the ones I'm going to go through. These, honestly, I believe would be the top 10 fragrances I would wear to school in terms of like pricing and like just scent wise. But yeah, let's just get on with it. I'm just going to go through each one quickly. So yeah, let's start. Okay, so this is number 10 on my list. This is Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Male. So I understand the bottle is a little weird, like for some people, but for me, like in terms of like I am into fitness, so like having like, this physique is like awesome. Obviously, I would want to build my own physique, but let's go on with the notes. Like it's definitely an old fragrance, but definitely a really good one. I've just recently picked this up about in June or July-ish, or maybe May. I cannot remember, but I haven't had too much experience with it. It's so far I actually would wear this just because of how good it is. So top notes are lavender, mint, cardamom, bergamot, artemisia. Middle notes are cinnamon, orange blossom, caraway. Base notes are vanilla, tonka bean, amberwood. So not amberwood, amber, sandal, and cedar. It's definitely a really good fragrance. Pretty fresh. The vanilla note is very prominent in this fragrance. It's very sweet. So I personally would not wear this like in hotter weather, like more like colder summer nights, more for spring and fall. Obviously fall, I would love wearing this. Like I would use this honestly if I went back to school. This would be my if I had only this, obviously then I would use this out for fall, especially during like the colder seasons coming. So especially in Toronto now, it's getting cold and windy, so definitely going to be using this more. But yeah, for school, definitely this is my number 10. Alright, so this is number 9 on the list. This is 1 Million from Paco Rabanne. This is the Eau de Toilette, if you can see that. So I'm just going to go quickly through the notes here. The notes from Fragarantica, shout outs to them. So top notes are blood mandarin, grapefruit, mint, cinnamon, rose, spicy notes, amber, leather, woody notes, and Indian patchouli. I personally would go with the parfum, but I kind of like ran out of the sample, but this in itself is also really good. This is also cheaper, so for people like for when you're at school, you're not really going to have much, so like in terms of like funding, unless you're like an international student or you're like from wealth. But yeah, definitely a really nice fragrance to have. It's definitely nice and like it's spicy and like sweet. It's very good, especially like more like for clubbing type of scent, but like you can like use a moderate amount where it's not gonna be overclawing or too much in like a classroom type of thing. But yeah, definitely really good fragrance. I was trying to put it off. I prefer the parfum. That's just me though, just because it's more mature. But yeah, definitely a good scent. Like I can't complain because I got this as a sample for as an add-on when I was buying fragrance, so I can't really complain. But very good. Yeah, on to number 8. All right, number 8 on my list is Montblanc Legends Spirit. Just go over notes. So top notes are grapefruit, bergamot, pink pepper. Middle notes are water notes, lavender, cardamom. Base notes are from white musk, white woods, cashmere wood, oak moss. So honestly, this for me is like my signature summer fragrance. I definitely love using this. For me, it lasts about 4 to 6 hours. Definitely very good. Um, Obviously, for me, I would just use this more towards the starting of the fall, starting of fall. But like once I would get to the colder months, I would switch over, and then I would start using this again more closer back to like the hotter weather. So around maybe May, April, March, starting with that. But it is up to you. It's just because I have other fragrances, but this is definitely a very good fragrance in itself. It lasts quite a bit. It smells really good. Like it's basically a clone of like Invictus Aqua 2016. I did never smell that, but this itself is very good. I still have to try it out more. I'm debating if I'm going to have it as a bottle to keep. Basically, I definitely love this, but it's 200 ml, so I'm gonna have this for a while. But just trying to find out more new things before trying to see if I actually want to keep this forever in the collection type of thing. But you know what I mean. But moving on. Okay, on to number 7. We have Replica Beach Walk from Maison Margiela Paris. This itself, this is actually my girlfriend's 10 ml travel spray that I got for her. I do have a 2 ml sampler thing, but I definitely really like the scent as well. More for summer, like warmer weather. Again, like as I stated, you can use this like right when to start school, just because like everyone's coming back from vacation, summer vacation, so it's definitely really good. So let's just go over the top notes: lemon, bergamot, pink pepper, coconut milk, ylang ylang, heliotrope, musk, benzoin, and cedar. Definitely a very good fragrance, especially like does like remind me of beaches, suntan lotion. It's definitely good for summer. Again, just as before it starts to get to in fall, before it starts to get cold in fall, and also I would just start using this again in when it's starting to hit the summer type of vibe. If I want to give off that summer type of vibe, it's very good itself. It does smell like a designer Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. You can see it on Fragrantica here. Let me just show you on Fragrantica. So 152 likes, 105 dislikes. I never smelled Sun di Gioia, but itself, like, having this, like, I definitely do like the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. So having this as a cheaper alternative is very good. It doesn't have a bit of pistachio note in Soleil Blanc, which I'm fine with. I do smell the coconut. It's the coconut in this is very prominent. It's very good. Like, basically beach vibes, suntan lotion. Definitely very good. Lasts about 4 hours on my skin. But yeah, moving on to the next one. Okay, so this is my number 6. This is Versace Eros. So this is one of my favorite fragrances that I've owned. I haven't been using that much just because it's so potent, and obviously during COVID I don't really go out that often. I was using it more for summer before, but I honestly right now I would just prefer it for colder weather just because of how sweet it is. It's definitely very good. It's definitely versatile, but like you just have to like limit the amount of sprays you have depending on the occasion. Especially in school, I would not wear too much of this. Probably 2 sprays, 1 sprays. It's that strong. Top notes are mint, green apple, lemon, tonka bean, abroxin, geranium, Madagascar vanilla, Virginian cedar, Atlas cedar, vetiver, and oak moss. Definitely a very good fragrance. I can definitely smell the freshness, but for me, I can smell the vanilla. It's not as prominent as the Jean Paul Gaultier, but this is very good. Like, girls love this fragrance. Like, it's just good. It's like a calming fragrance. It's also very good. Just wear with caution. You don't want to be like giving people headaches, basically, because of how much this thing projects, but very good. Yeah, moving on to the next one. This is number 5 on the list. This is Prada Long. So this is definitely one of my most favorite fragrances. It's definitely one of my keepers. I definitely have to rebuy this when I run out. But like, I do want to try other versions of it, like just because there's different scents of it. This is the original, but definitely something to buy. Like, I used to not like this when I had it. Honestly, so I was gonna use this as like my everyday fragrance. But yeah, you can still use this as your everyday fragrance. But honestly, for me, when I think about this scent, I honestly would just use this in, like if I was trying to impress some girl in class. This is like when she comes into your class and you just want to smell good, and you're just there. You want to have a nice conversation. You want to look you're successful. Definitely use this also for presentations. This thing is really good. It's the sillage is not too big. It's there, but you can't tell it's there. It's odd, but it's definitely good fragrance. Let me go for the notes. So the notes are neroli. For the top notes, black pepper, cardamom, carrot seeds. Middle notes are the iris, violet, geranium, mate, Base notes are amber, cedar, patchouli, and sandalwood. I've gotten compliments from other people from this to just tell you that you just smell good, and you're just like, what is that type of thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I would keep this around, just because of the compliment factor, and just because it smells good. Honestly, for me, this lasts about 8 to 10 hours. That's also why I want to keep it, because on my skin, it just does really well. But yeah, on to the next one. This is number 4 on the list. This is the YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. This is EDP. This itself is really good. Honestly, like, I feel like if you're using this in school, I'd be like, man, you're really trying to impress somebody. But like, honestly, this thing is amazing. I honestly love the EDT too. Like, it's just the only thing with the EDT, it doesn't last long. I've smelled the blue La Nuit de l'Homme. I still have to get used to that one. I don't know honestly if I would get a ball of the blue one, but obviously, like, if I could get a sample of it, like, try to see how it is on my skin, like, obviously I do like the original, but this itself is very good. This is definitely, I would use this for date night. This is what I would use this more for date nights type of thing. Close scent. But let's go to the notes. So cardamom, grapefruit, leather, lavender, clary sage, tonka bean, sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver. Yeah, so again, this is definitely one of those things where, like, yeah, if you want to impress somebody, wear this. Like, even the ball itself looks cool. Just that juice. But yeah, like, me personally, even my girlfriend has smelled the EDT and she loves this. I've worn this, and it's just, you just get, like, girls just will randomly, like, look at you. It's very good. But on to the next one. This is number 3. This is Sauvage, Dior Sauvage, the Eau de Parfum. You can change it up depending on which one you like formulation wise, but for me, I prefer the Eau de Parfum, since this is like what I would wear if I was in school. But honestly, these are, like, as again the title will say, 10 best fragrances for school, for men. So the top notes will be bergamot, Sichuan pepper, lavender, star anise, nutmeg, ambroxan, vanilla. This itself is very good. This projects like a beast itself on my skin about 7 to 8 hours. It's very good in terms of like just getting compliments. It smells very good. The bergamot is there. The lavender is there. I've smelled the EDT. My brother has the EDT. For me, it's definitely good. Yes, I understand. But for me, I prefer this just because it has that sweetness of vanilla. Like, I've compared it, especially when I first got it from test strips. This just, for me, I liked it more. This is why I picked it up. Definitely very good. Whether I would rebuy this fragrance again after I use it is very debatable, though. It's definitely very good, and I do love Dior, but yeah, it's just I feel like just too many people wear it, so that's the thing. And there's like different copies of it. I understand the EDT is cheaper to buy, because I think there's like a 200 milliliter bottle now, and then you have refills. So definitely very good, but I do like the Eau de Parfum more. I haven't smelled the Parfum. I've smelled the Elixir. That one, I didn't like the top notes on it so far. Just off of paper, would have to get to know it more, but definitely wouldn't buy it right away. Just more like, I like smelling the paper on itself first. Unless I get a sample, then obviously I would try it out. But yeah, definitely a very good fragrance. It's also pricey, so obviously just choose whichever one. If you really love Dior, then buy the Dior. Yeah, going to the yeah. So this is my number 2. As you can tell, like, this has been heavily used. This is my signature scent for from like last year, 2020, for about good 3 months. Definitely very good. This is 100 ml. I burned through this thing, especially when I was dating with my girlfriend as well. We were like, she loves it, so like I both sprayed on both of us. So yeah, you can burn through it, a lot of it. Honestly, definitely very good. Definitely something to keep in my collection. Right? Smells like Sauvage. Just has a different note. Like, it smells like Sauvage EDT, but just cleaner. Let's just go over the notes: bergamot, pepper, lavender, metallic notes, coal, watery notes, soil tincture, ambroxan and patchouli. You don't need to worry about the coal or soil tincture. It's not as much there. I do get the metallic notes there. The lavender is definitely prominent. Like my girlfriend loves the lavender, so very clean fragrance. Definitely I would rebuy. It's definitely gonna be in my collection until I die, most likely, unless this thing gets discontinued, and I'll be like, I'll think about it depending on how much the price goes up. But yeah, definitely a very good fragrance for school. Very versatile. You can still use it in the winter time, just you have to spray more basically. But yeah, on to number 1. Okay, so this is my number 1. This is Bleu de Chanel. This is the EDT. This itself, this should not even be questioned. This is a 150 ml bottle. I honestly don't spray it that much, but the thing is, I really like this fragrance. It's also expensive, so well, compared to niche, it's like not as much, but like yeah, it's definitely like very good. The fragrance itself, like it's definitely one of my favorites. I just keep it just because this would be something I would rebuy, just because for me, like honestly, when I spray, it's very calming for me. So definitely very good. So let's go over the notes: grapefruit, lemon, mint, pink pepper, ginger, nutmeg, jasmine, isoe super. Base notes are incense, vetiver, cedar, sandalwood, patchouli, labdanum, white musk. Like, you know a fragrance is good when, like for me honestly, I have the shower gel, the deodorant. Yeah, definitely something I would keep. Like for me, I honestly would just rebuy the deodorant itself, just because it smells amazing. Like the top notes, it's just amazing itself. Like it's also Chanel. Like when people ask, you're just like, oh, wearing Chanel, but like guys will be like, why are you wearing like a girl brand? But honestly, it smells amazing. You can't hate on it. Like let them like hate on you just for wearing something nice. But in general, like to be honest, not many like guys in school are gonna smell that nice. That's why you can kind of get away with stuff. But like, hey, Bleu Chanel, definitely a rebuy. Yeah, if you guys like this video, want to see more content from me, comment, rate, subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend. Good luck in school. Stay safe, guys. I'll see you at the next one. Peace.